Hello, welcome to MotoAmerica. I just wanted to welcome you guys to this exciting announcement that I'm about to take a very anticipated trip this coming week to the Mecca of American motorcycling, which is Barber Motorsports Park, where we're going to be watching the final MotoAmerica races of the season and enjoying a very long trip down to Birmingham, Alabama. So from here in Colorado, that's going to be about 1,300 miles each way. Be a nice long trip, stretch out the bike's legs a bit, and get some endurance riding in. I'm very excited for this. We're supposed to have some really warm weather, although Sunday does call for some thunder showers, so we'll see how that goes. Unlike baseball, motorcyclists do still race in the rain. They make some accommodations, but they will still race in the rain. So very excited about this trip, looking forward to it. Hope we get some really good racing in and some good riding in. We'll try to document the trip so you guys can enjoy it as well. So this is going to be about a week-long trip with 2 very long days to get there, about 600 miles each of the first 2 days, roughly 10 to 11 hours of riding, and then about 2.25 days on the way back, taking a little bit different route. So this is trying to pack light as I can for it. I have got my shad side panniers and top case that I've tried to personalize a bit with a little DOT tape for visibility and for style, as well as my backpack. Some of you might recognize that symbol from a certain video game. All the other gear I'm going to be trying to take, I'm going to try to keep it pretty much just to this, along with the gear that I'm going to be wearing. This should not fill up all of my luggage. I'm going to want to keep some extra space available if I want to take off the liners or other gear, give me some flexibility. One thing that's a bit of a challenge, we've got this very large air pump that I may or may not be taking. It's not going to fit in any luggage. I would have to use these rock straps and put it on my pillion seat, strapped down, or some other creative way. But it is always nice to have some way to provide air for yourself if you're out in long deserted highways, which I do intend to be. There we go. We're going to get all that in the luggage and backpack and get ready to go. So with regard to this pump, I do have a much more compact battery-powered pump with digital pressure gauge on it that is going to be much nicer. It just hasn't arrived yet, so that's why I'm stuck with this kind of decision here. So here's what I'm doing for snacks for me while on the road. These are little protein balls that my wife so kindly made for me in preparation for the trip. Of course, it's always part of the fun on the trip to just stop by a restaurant and grab a bite to eat for a break and rest your legs and hands, but that'll definitely keep me fed well and moving on my trip. And for this trip, for my external gear and personal protection, we have an array of Sedici gear primarily. So we've got the Sedici boots that are just a little bit too large for me. They've got a lot of wear on the sole, and so looking to probably get a new pair pretty soon. Got the Sedici Adventure jacket and pants with the reflective lining, which is nice. They both have waterproof linings that I do have in them currently. It's supposed to be a bit chilly tomorrow as I'm pulling out of Colorado, so I'm not worried about the waterproof aspect, but every layer counts when you're riding in chilly weather. So we've got that loaded up, and I got level 2 armor in all locations of the jacket and pants. The only thing that wasn't Sedici was the Reax gloves. They're showing a little bit of wear as well, but they've served me well. And those are kind of warmer weather riding, but I've got the heated grip, so that should help out. And we've got the Sedici helmet, but that's my gear. Okay, so here is my beauty all ready to go for a long trip. She's got her luggage on with the side cases and the top rack, or top case. I do have brand new Dunlop Road Smart 3 tires on there. So with this trip, we're going to be heading to MotoAmerica races in Barber Motorsports Park, Birmingham, Alabama. It's going to be 2 days to get there. First night, we're going to be stopping at Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. So it'll be over 500 miles, about 600 miles actually for the first night, about 10 hours of riding. Going to leave really early in the morning. We'll try to keep you involved with that and document all that for you and keep bringing you along for the ride. The second day we're going to go from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma all the way down to Leeds. That'll be Thursday, and then we'll be able to show up Friday for the warm-ups and practices and getting the feel for Barber Motorsports, be able to see the museum, and also be able to pick out a good spot for where to view the races from, and hopefully try to bring some of that to you as well, to share with you some of the excitement of the motorcycle races. It's pretty sweet. I've never actually been to that before. I think it's going to be awesome. Both the World Superbike and the Stock 1000 have been some of my favorites. You know, interestingly, at the last round of the MotoAmerica races, for the Stock 1000, Corey Alexander already won the championship, even though there is another round of racing coming up at Barber Motorsports Park. Hayden Gillum did win the race, and I was pretty excited about that, and I'm actually hoping that he will win again here coming up this weekend. I suppose I could explain a little bit about why I'm a Hayden Gillum fan. I did have a chance to attend the super awesome Danny Walker American Super Camp Flat Track Racing School. That was a great 2-day course. I would recommend it to anyone. He has some really experienced racers and trainers there that do a great job. Hayden Gillum was one of them that was there, and it was just really nice to meet him. He's a real solid guy, good guy, and really inspiring with teaching good techniques to beginners, and that's how I know Hayden Gillum. So we'll be going down on highways down through Dodge City, Kansas, through Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, on more of a southern route on the way there. On the way back, I'm going to leave back Sunday evening, spend the first night in Memphis, Tennessee, and the second night in Wichita before heading back Tuesday. So going to be an exciting trip. Hopefully be able to get some good views in for you and be able to include you on this, so come along for the ride. All right, well, that's about enough of that. Let's go get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow morning, bright and early, we are off to the races. Literally.